Okay, I'm loving this discourse on the prequel of Ferris and Sloane about Kate and how she got to be the way she is. Now, let me start by saying showing Kate as a child is to not make it so you don't feel sorry for her anymore. It's just to give a little more understanding as to her background and to see why she slowly became the person she is today. However, that's only the tip of the iceberg. There's still so much more that has happened in her life that has affected her. But I wanted to highlight this comment because I read it and I was like, ooh, that's really close to what I was thinking when I was writing this part. So Kate grew up feeling like she was never good enough. Her mother, probably not on purpose, pitted Kate against her sister, even though Kate tried. She grew up to feel resentful and then emulated her own mother, looking for acceptance. I think that was how that ended, or something very similar to that. You can click to go see the full comment. But you can see in the first seasons of Ferris and Sloane how she's so caught up in appearances and control. And this directly correlates to how her mother treated her, showing her that I'm only going to give you attention when you demand it from me, whether it's good or bad, and I'm going to comment on your appearance in one way or another, whether it's good or bad. Now, there's a lot I have planned to show in some way or another, so I don't want to say too much and spoil it. But one thing I do want to say is that she's pitted against her sister, right? So she has this kind of animosity towards women that act a certain way in front of her, whether they try to control her or tell her to quiet herself, or she feels like she has to act a certain way around them. So without saying too much, if you know the Ferris and Sloane story, I think you can kind of be like, oh, that's kind of checking those boxes. Another thing I want to talk about deeper, and maybe I'll do this in another video, is the comment that Meredith makes about boys being boys. Oh, you know boys, they're late, they can never be on time. That's just a boy thing. And then we know Kate idolizes and so deeply connects with Ferris, or at least tries to, right? So again, without saying too much, you can see the way they treat men is way different than the way they treat women because of their upbringing. So that all being said, I didn't have a chance to record the next part today, so I'm really going to try to do that tomorrow so it can be out tomorrow afternoon. But I'm loving this discourse, so let's keep it going. I never planned on getting this deep, but I think it's really important because it opens up so many important conversations. And this is one thing I've always loved when I watch TV or movies. When you see a flashback of a character, you learn so much more about them. And again, it doesn't excuse their behavior, it just explains their behavior a little bit better. And I think it makes them a more well-rounded person.